Hello, everybody, and welcome to another draft analysis or summary, I guess, not necessarily an analysis, but yeah, today I'm showing you all my draft for Gry's Draft League, and it's, I think, season 4 of BAD, which is a low tier season, and uh, thematically accurate to my skill level. So yeah, here we go. As you can see, I have picked up Ninjask as my first pick for the draft. Love the guy. Uh, does all the swords dancing, speed boosting, shenanigans, U-turning out, stuff like that. And I hope it should be able to do pretty well in this low tier league, seeing as I did do decently well with it in NCL when I had it there in a proper league as well. I did have it in like the top 10 kill leaders or something. But yeah, so hoping Ninjas can put in some work for me. Um, I do love the little guy, and I think he's legitimately like the fastest Pokemon in this draft. Only things that are like coming close are like Electrode and stuff like that. Um, so at +1, it can literally outspeed anything. Um, yeah, looking forward to using it, of course. And I have given it Terra Flying type to boost things like its dual wing beat and stuff like that. Um, cool. Next up, I picked Claydol. Um, Levitate, Ground Psychic, give it Terra type Steel. Um, sure, that makes it weak to fighting types and stuff, but Steel type can't get poisoned. Um, and it's still immune to ground type moves through Levitate being a thing, which is pretty cool as well. So pretty happy with this pickup. Does give me things like Stealth Rocks and Rapid Spin, and it is decently bulky as well. HP is nothing special, but in this league, in this tier level, it's not too terrible, I don't think. My third pick was Lurantis, grass type, contrary. We've got Leaf Storm, we got Superpower to take advantage of those contrary boosts. Um, Decent all-round stat spread for this tier level as well. Obviously, speed is a bit slow, but you're not really. You're probably going more bulky on the Lurantis for that. And then I've got Terra Fighting on Lurantis for superpower boosts, which is pretty cool as well. It does get knockoff and poison jab. Cool. Some nice stuff. Um, my fourth Pokemon is Walrein, um, which has a pretty decent base stat total for this style of league, and it was like 20 points or something. It was like all the way down the bottom. Shout out to Gareth for showing this, pointing this out to me, and yeah, it does fit my team nicely. Made it Terra Water so that it is a bit more of a bulky threat. Can still get things like body press and stuff like that, which is nice if I want to go for a defensive build like that. Um, and it does get some nice coverage as well to hit some stuff that might want to otherwise stay in on it, but it is pretty cool. Thick Fat is a nice defensive ability to go with it. Oblivious, I guess, if I want to somehow set up without getting taunted on or something, but um, just all round usefulness, especially for the price that it was given to. Like it was on the tier list at, so definitely not unhappy with that pickup. Next up, I have Rapidash. Um, Not necessarily the strongest at anything, but it is got a decent speed, decent attack, some pretty decent coverage moves. I have given it Terra Grass so that it can resist ground types and stuff like that. Um, and I guess it can technically run like Solar Blade with Power Herb or whatever it is. But I don't know how much I'll use that. I might even change Terra at some point to something that it actually has a coverage move for, like maybe Fairy. Could be poison, or I could just change it to Fire, just to get Flare Blitz, more Flare Blitz damage going. Who knows? But yeah, decently fast for this low tier draft league, and we'll see what we can do with it. Speed boosting is obviously not a thing that is allowed. So Ian gets out lucky on that one, but yeah, definitely could be interesting. Yeah, Scorching Sands, huh? Not that that's super useful. Substitute Sword Stance. Definitely have some things I can do with it, and we'll see what we can, how we can go in this league, I guess. Next up we have Wigglytuff. I do like this guy, Terra Fairy, so I can get rid of that normal type to make it resist the fightings if I need to. Because I mean my team's not necessarily, it is actually relatively weak to fighting when Ninjas being a 4 times resist is not very bulky at all, to say the least. But yeah, Wigglytuff is some Stealth Rocks, some Wish, some utility like that. Sorry about that. And some utility and stuff like that. Very, very HP bulky, even if its defenses aren't necessarily too bad. That 140 HP stat is nice. Um, but yeah, Heal Bells, Perish Song if I want. But yeah, pretty cool. Next up, we have Bastiodon with Water Terra type, just to make this even more bulky. As the like, obviously, Pure Water is a better defensive type than Rock Steel duo, but yeah, more Stealth Rocks. Get things like Counter. We've got a Sturdy, we have Soundproof. I don't know how many people are going to be running sound moves in this though, but like I guess Soundproof stopped things like Taunt and stuff maybe. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I believe it does. Um, but yeah, just a nice budget little steal here as well. Not going to complain about that. And can hit with Terra Blast as well to give it some water coverage. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Um, then I got Absol. Um, as a physical attacker, I wanted something that's a bit stronger physically than anything else I had, and this fit my team pretty well, I guess. Like, I mean, I'm not a huge Absol fan, but look, it at least pressures people into maybe not running as many dark type moves. Maybe can dissuade some knockoffs if I bring it around. Because it can like get some setups with sword stances and stuff like that, and if it gets a speed boost, could be a little bit annoying to deal with. But yeah, a reliable knockoff user and stuff like that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Um, Next up, I got another dog with Manectric. This is my lightning, my electric type. 100, another 105 speeder with an okay special attack stat. And, you know, Volt Switch for some momentum, etc. Not a ton of coverage on this guy. That's why I've made it fire type so that like overheats and flamethrowers and stuff like that can hit a bit harder if it needs to. Um, but yeah, just nice reliable doggo. Just to fill out my draft here. My last two picks are both NFEs. My first one, 20 points, just to make sure that my draft comes in under budget, and just to fill out the typings in the draft. I don't really believe I'll be bringing Hakamoto to a lot of games, but you never know, I guess. I did give it Stellar Terratype because it does have a relatively good range of coverage moves, ranging with water, fighting, normal, I guess. You got obviously dragon, ground. We got steel, ghost, rock, bug. So yeah, lots of options to get the first move stellar boost on. Obviously stats are pretty lackluster. But like with Eviolite, it does get a little. It can be relatively bulky. And dark type knockoff users won't necessarily want to sit in on it to knock the Eviolite off, since he can punch them with his fighting type moves, right? But yeah, unfortunately, Hakama-O does not get things like Stealth Rocks or even the clangorous moves that Koma-O does get, but still for a budget pick just to fill out my typings on the team is decently nice, I think. I'm not going to complain too much. And then my last pick is another NFE, but this one was higher up on the points list, and we've got Haunter with a nice average, solid 115 special attack as my main special attacker on this team, I guess. Speed 95 is decent. Yeah, good with the choice scarf. Also, helps with like Manectric Bastiodon, etc., being weak to electric type. Sorry, weak to ground type. Um, though I do obviously have Claydol and Ninjask and stuff like that. So I mean, half my team is helps against ground types anyway, which is nice. And I also made this Stellar type because there is a decent amount of coverage moves here as well. And then just boosting the first hit of poison moves and ghost moves will be nice. But yeah, so that is my team overall. Doesn't show all the way down to Haunter, but that's pretty much it. There you go. You can see the whole team lined up there. So yeah, let me know what you think of my low tier draft that I have pulled off here. And hopefully I will be bringing more games to YouTube in the near future. More battles. I mean, hopefully I can get some wins because we all know that my other draft league, Fighting Fusions, is not going super well for me. But what can you do? That's what we're at. Not gonna cry about it. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, hopefully you like the look of my draft. I do think it has potential, and we'll see what we can do with it over the season. And thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the near future. Peace.